Okay, first of all, I think I need to start out by giving Minnesota and their head coach, P.J. Flack, congratulations and credit. They're a very good football team. We knew that, before we played them, but, after you play somebody, you have more information. When you look at the game, we started out, I think we went up 10-0. We had momentum. It felt pretty good, and I think we had a fumbled punt. They scored, and then it was tied at halftime. And then, of course, the second half, it was really a dogfight back and forth. And then, bottom line is they made plays, and they made the plays to win the game when the game was on the line. So you got to give them credit. You look at it. I mean, I really think you got to give them credit. I think our guys, we didn't overlook them. I think our guys were ready to play. I think our guys played hard, but they made the plays. We didn't. I really appreciate our seniors. They just did an outstanding job their whole career. I'm disappointed for them that we couldn't get them out with a victory. They led us today and played extremely hard. When I look at the game, they did a really good job of keeping the ball away from us. They stayed on the field. I know the first half, offense didn't have the ball very many plays, and, of course, the offense didn't make very many first downs. When I look at the stat sheet, what stands out to me is 53 plays. They kept the ball. They waited until the ball, the play clock had about 5 seconds or less on it. They shortened the game. They had an excellent game plan, and they were able to execute. When I look at us, the third downs, 3 of 11. We've been solid all year, and then, like I said, you having 53 plays, you're not going to beat very many people with that. But you got to give them credit. I mean, I'm very disappointed that we couldn't send our seniors out. But the bottom line is they outplayed us and they outcoached us, and they deserve to win today. And that's just really the facts of the matter. Questions?
Coach, can you talk about your philosophy for a full season? In other words, what percentage do you use to start building on next year, and what percentage do you use to prepare for an opponent? Is that a hard balance?
No, it's not a hard balance. The bottom line is your goal is to win a bowl game. And when you're playing a team that won 10 games, you got to play well. And so now we're focused on winning. I mean, when you're back home, you start getting the young guys, but when you get here, you focus on winning the game. And we use the same formula we did last year. And like I said, you got to give them guys credit. They're a really good team.
Because they dominated in the running game.
Yeah.
The ball stopped the run.
Yeah. Yeah, 215 yards rushing against our defense. That surprised me. We only had 56, and that surprised me too. And so they got after us up front. I mean, I just think that's the facts of the matter. Yeah, I think that's fair to say. And I think the first quarter, I don't know how many plays we had in the first quarter. I think we may have had 6 or 7. I mean, somebody may have the stat sheet, but it wasn't very many. Then the second quarter, I don't think we had much more than that. And they did a good job of staying on the field too. And like I said, the offense, we didn't get very many first downs early to stay on the field. So I think it was a combination of both. But, the volume of plays in the first half, it wasn't very much for us. Yeah, I mean, they played loose. I think everybody could see that. But at the same time, I think we called 4 or 5 or 6 shots. A couple of them we had a little protection breakdown, and a couple of them we kind of underthrew or whatever. But, yeah, I mean, anytime you put up 232 yards offense on 53 plays, I mean, we got to do better than that. I mean, but give them credit. They had a good plan. But they did a good job of trying to keep things in front and stayed away from the big play. There was a few little wrinkles, but it was more of lining up and getting after us more than anything. Just the fact of the matter.
Speaking of plans, Coach, do you think they
Yeah, I mean, Derek Brown got double teamed all year and triple. I mean, he's a dynamic player. He's one of the best players in all of college football, and that's what smart coaches do. And I'm sure that happened again today. Yeah, fake punt. Yeah, I liked it. It wasn't really open, but the guy had his arms around the guy, when the ball's in there. So I don't know. They didn't call it, but That's just part of it. But yeah, I mean, we're trying to win the game. We're going to be aggressive, and that didn't work out. But if I remember right, I don't think they scored. I think we held them on 4th down as far as that goes. But I mean, we're trying to be aggressive and win the game, and it could have been easily called interference call too, and we'd have had a 1st down and field goal range. Yeah, I mean, he's a good player, and not just him. I mean, they're a good team. They got good players. We knew that coming in. I mean, they won 10 games in their conference. Their coaches had a super game plan. They executed it. And they were a physical team too.
How hard of a look do you need to look at the offense here in the offseason? But 232 yards today, it's one of your 10 worst performances ever in your college career. What do you got to do in the offseason to make sure this 2-year trend doesn't continue?
Two-year trend.
Yeah, your offense hasn't been up to snuff in the previous 5 years.
You talking about this year?
Yeah, this year.
Yeah, I'd say this year I think we finished, Fred, if I remember right, 3rd in our conference in total offense and our 4th in points. So it was solid. This game we're disappointed, and we should be. But we'll rebound. Chad Morris, I'm very excited about him and his future, and I feel like he's one of the best. And like I said, I mean, after this bowl game, we'll put our heads together. But he's going to have great influence, and we'll get better. We didn't play our best, but like I said, you have 53 plays, you're not going to be very good. But I will say this year I felt like we did some good things offensively, so I don't think that's accurate, as far as the total assumption of this year.
Passing game had a little bit of rhythm, but you feel like they need to do more of that and maybe get some passing.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's it. Just yes, we got some rhythm, but then we'd have a negative play. And the bottom line, our 3rd downs, like I said, we were 3 of 11, and when you don't convert 3rd downs, everything is out of rhythm. And I think that's really had a lot to do with it today. We had a couple opportunities on 3rd downs that I would have liked us to execute a little bit better, and I think we'd have picked it up. But like I said, we didn't get it done on 3rd down, so it kind of took us away the rhythm, and it held us. It caused us to have 53 plays, on offense.
Most of those, a lot of those negative plays were early runs. I think about throwing it more 1st down.
Yeah, I don't know what it was, but I think we mixed it up decent on 1st down. But yeah, I mean, when you have negative plays, yeah, you definitely want to, you want to stay out of that, and whatever gives yourself a chance to be successful. Say it again. Yeah, I think they had a little post. I think we kind of messed up on one of our coverages there, and the guy came scot-free, and the quarterback put it out there in front. And they were able to run the football effectively too. And so when you do that, their RPO game and their play action is more effective. And I think the big one was late in the game, and they were running the ball decent, and they got us over the top, and they executed that play, and that was the difference in the game. Yeah, 9-4 with the schedule we played. Obviously, if we'd have won this game, I'd feel completely different. But there were some good things that we did. We did play the toughest schedule in college football, and me personally, I don't think it's close. I'm still proud of our players. I'm proud of our seniors. But I mean, we're disappointed right now. But there were some really good things that happened during the season that we can build upon, and have a chance to be a really good football team next year. Yeah, I mean, Bo, I've said this before, he's going to win a championship for us before he gets out of here. Bo went against the toughest schedule in college football as a true freshman, and he learned. And he's going to be a really good quarterback for us. And more than that, I think he's going to be a great leader for us. That's my expectations, and I'm glad he's our quarterback. And he'll have a very good career.
Can you share with us a few of your New Year's resolutions for the program?
No, I hadn't. I mean, I'm thinking about it right now, and I'm just disappointed. And we'll be able to take it, and we'll be able to take. And you kind of evaluate as a coach. You'll look at the whole year. I said there were some good things that happened, and then we'll turn the page for next year. But I've not gotten that far.
Do you expect to retire after
I mean, I expect. I mean, you never know, but I expect.
All right, Coach. Thank you.